What's up, guys? I'm Chris, and I'm just going to get right into it. I'm going to begin posting a series of videos that are filled with workout tips, fitness tips, diet tips, just things to kind of help people along in their journey. Inspired by a buddy of mine who created a Facebook group where I'll most likely be posting these called Big Dudes Trying to Be Fit Dudes. And I understand that, that's something that means a lot to me because I grew up rather overweight. I've always been a bigger guy. Now I'm trying to be a better version of myself, a healthier version of myself. And it's been a long journey. I've been on this journey for years, learning as I go. It started out rather dangerous. I was doing a lot of crash dieting, and that's not good for anybody. So I want to use what I've learned to help other people out, and I'll most likely be posting these videos in that Facebook group for anybody to watch who, feels they need that little bit of hand to guide them along their way. So the first thing I want to talk about is diet and schedule. That's two of the most important things because, we all know that you can go to the gym and you can put in the work, but if you're not consistent, it's not really going to amount to much. And you can watch your diet, watch your calories, and all that, but if you're not keeping up on it, it's not really going to amount to anything. So first things first, talking about schedule, I'm not going to get into some detailed workout regimen or anything like that. This is not the kind of situation I'm trying to lay out. I want it to be something quick and simple that you can just take, absorb, and use for yourself in your own way. But scheduling for me, I find when people talk about not having the time to do any kind of work, whether it be go to the gym or do some quick cardio or even just maybe look up a yoga video and follow along at home, they talk about not having the time, and I find that kind of insane because yes, we all get busy, but there's little things like little amounts of time throughout your day that you don't realize you're not really making the most out of. You're barely using, time when you're just kind of standing there staring or you're talking to somebody else about whatever, and it's these little moments of 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. So in my mind, if you get it out of the way first thing in the morning, you actually realize that you still have your full day ahead of you, whatever you're doing, work, whatever. And you feel better about yourself. You feel better internally, physically, because you've got this extra energy from working out and everything. So I always make sure that I get up. It's about 7 in the morning right now. It's a little after 7. The sun's up. And I get up first thing in the morning and I go straight to the gym. This is my day off. And so this is actually a little late for me. I actually normally get up at about 2:30 in the morning. The reason being, I work 12-hour days at a factory on a rotating schedule, so I have rotating days off. And I go in at 6 in the morning, get off at 6 at night, and I find it hard to fit into my schedule going to work out after going to work. So what I do is I get up 2:30 in the morning, and I will go to the gym for about an hour, shower up, and then go to work. And I feel amazing every time I go in. I got extra energy. I don't feel like I've lost on sleep. Of course, I'm making sure to get to bed in plenty of time. So I get to bed around, 9 o'clock or so, and I set my alarm for about 2:30 in the morning, get up, and go in. So for me, that's the most important thing. Whether it be my day off or a day that I'm working, the first thing I'm going to do is go to the gym and get that out of the way. So maybe that's not for you, but you might want to try it out, and if you're worried about losing out on the sleep, like I said, you're gonna get extra energy from the workout. That's just a given. Everybody feels better after they work out. You may not think you do. If you go real hard, you might feel a little drained, but give it about 10, 15 minutes after the workout's over, and I promise you, you're gonna feel more energetic than you have any day that you've ever taken off or that you've gone later in the day. And the other thing is going to be about diet. So it's hard to follow a strict diet schedule. I know I do count calories and I do meal prep at various times throughout the year when I'm really trying to cut back. But for me, it's more about enjoying life. It's about enjoying things than it is about trying to reach a certain fitness plateau. So, but I want to do that while still trying to be the better version of myself, right? So, how can I still enjoy the foods, enjoy the treats. It's holiday time right now, and there's lots of holiday treats out there. Lots of people having family dinners and stuff. So how can I still enjoy that while still maintaining my diet, maintaining my fitness goals? And there's a couple ways that you can do that. You can count calories and fit those in with it. But for me, what I do is I'm big on intermittent fasting when you want to be less restrictive on your calories. And some people can't do that. Some people can't handle it, which is understandable. That's fine. It's not for everybody. Listen to your body. See how you feel. And, that's very important. If you feel like it's making you feel worse, it's making you feel off, don't do it. That's just a fact. But for me, I do intermittent fasting, which is giving yourself time, so much time in between eating to allow your calories to go down, allow yourself to go into a caloric deficit and burn away excess that you're carrying. For the days, first off, I work out fasted every day that I work out. That's number one. I go into the gym and work out fasted. So not everybody can do that, but I feel I have plenty of energy to get in there. I can push it hard, and I can do cardio, I can weight lift, anything that I need to do, I'm fine with it. And so I go in fasted every day that I work out. On days that I work, I leave the gym, go to work, and I don't eat the whole time at work. I drink plenty of water, but I do not eat for the entire 12 hours that I'm there. And some people think that's crazy. Some people can't handle it. But it's not really that insane if you think about it. Some of the guys that encourage intermittent fasting or just fasting in general, they'll talk about going 20 hours between meals, and it's no problem for them. So it all depends on the person. For me, it's fine. And when I get home, I prepare a meal of, or go and get something that's good fuel that I know is going to go help my body, replenish. And I have a window that I eat within, usually around like 7 o'clock to like 9 o'clock, that 3-hour window, I'll be eating within then. Now, I don't binge, I don't have a whole bunch of crazy stuff, but I'll eat a meal, eat some snacks that I throw in there, some enjoyable things. Then I'll go to bed, get up, go to the gym. On days that I don't work, I'll eat as soon as I get out of the gym. And I feel that just gives me those days that I'm not working, it gives me a little extra fuel to really build my body, because I do still like to put on muscle. I do still like to put on size while trying to keep my weight, in control and not getting out of hand. Currently, I'm hovering at around 225 pounds. And I've gone up and down throughout the years. I've been really down there before. 160 pounds is at my lowest, but again, that was the crash dieting situation, and that's a whole other thing I'm not going to get into right now. But I feel I'm comfortable right now at about 225 pounds, and I'm still able to pack on some decent size and decent muscle mass. And I feel that a lot of that is because on the days that I don't work, I eat as soon as I get out of the gym. I eat something good. I eat some wraps with some eggs, tomatoes on it, or I eat some oatmeal, And then I usually won't eat again until later that night when I have a dinner. And I can be less restrictive with what I have for dinner because I'm always constantly, keeping myself in those fasted windows where I'm burning extra calories. I don't go overboard, but I also don't have to be super restrictive. And I feel that really helps for me. And again, I'm doing this right now because of the holiday time being around. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stick with this forever. I go back and forth with different diet things that I use. And I feel that's a big key to success, key to keeping things going, is changing things up. It's hard to stay doing the same thing all the time. And it works for some people, and yeah, it does get great results. But we are not trying to be professional athletes. We're not trying to be cover models. We're just trying to be better than average. We're trying to be better versions of ourselves. So we're going to work on that, but we still want to enjoy ourselves. So for me, I find that as long as I'm staying on track with some kind of goal and on track with some type of control, that I'm feeling good and I'm happy with where I'm at. So that's all I'm going to cover right now. Hopefully this helps you out. And I'm going to try and keep these videos coming and posting on a regular basis and just cover, I don't know, a few different things, whatever pops into my head. But hopefully this helps, and just remember, get out there and do something. Something is always better than nothing.